Hi everyone and welcome back. So in this video we are going to get a message and perspective from our inner child on what they are experiencing in your life and how it's affecting your twin flame connection and how it's affecting your life in general. So some of you may be wondering, well, do I have an inner child? So let me just back up and say all of this work that I do and things that I share with you come from my own personal experience. And so when I began my twin flame journey, I was going through a lot of therapy and I realized that I did have an inner child. And so we all experienced some kind of emotional pain as children growing up. It's something that even though some of us may not address or remember or even pay attention to, emotions are very much a part of who we are as human beings. So we were all a child at some point, and we each experience some kind of pain. And it's all relative. Some of us may have experienced trauma. Some of us may have experienced not as traumatic experiences. Some of us have had very happy, well-adjusted childhood with amazing parents. And again, this is not about blaming anyone. It's not about blaming parents or caregivers. It's all about the inner child experience and what we experienced as children. So we have memories that, even though we may suppress them, not remember them, they are stored within our body, within our emotional body, as energy. And so those energies play out as patterns in our everyday life. And especially with our twin flame connection, because our twin flame brings them out, brings out these emotions to the surface. So let's find out what our inner child is feeling right now with regards to your twin flame connection. Dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. See yourself succeeding. Oh, sorry, I'll just turn off my phone. So this is a really, sorry. This is even so very much apparent in my own life. So what were the dreams that you had as a child? Because this card is your inner child communicating to you that ever since you came into contact with your twin flame, you put your dreams on hold. You fell in love with your twin flame and you got distracted, not just by your twin flame, but by life, by having to grow up, by having to be responsible and pay bills and, you know, pay rent or pay mortgage. You know, we have to be adults. In becoming adults, we tend to forget those dreams that our inner child had. What were those dreams? And no matter how little they were or how big they were, it's a big deal to your inner child. So I'll tell you how this affects your inner child. Because you're so focused on your twin flame, because you're so focused on coronavirus, because you're so focused on being an adult, your inner child has this resentment and fear of, okay, our dreams are gone. Our dreams are down the drain. And the thing about dreams is that those are the things that made your inner child feel alive. And so your inner child is wanting you to remember what your dreams are. So my dream, I had many as an inner child, as a child. I saw a lot of pain in the world. I wanted to be a doctor. And then I said, no, I don't want to be a medical doctor. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It just wasn't for me. Then I wanted to be a lawyer because I wanted to fight for people's rights. And then I thought, no, that's not a good fit for me. Then I wanted to be an actress. And I did pursue that. I was on television for many, many years. I was in commercials. I actually modeled on television. So those are my my childhood dreams. Do I still have those dreams? Yes, because that's what this card is about. My inner child loves to sing, loves to dance, loves to perform. And when I'm busy helping people heal and reunite with their twin flame, my inner child's like resentful because those dreams are not being acted upon. So I still have a lot of work to do to nurture my inner child, to make my inner child feel alive. When our inner child feels alive, we feel alive. When we allow our dreams to die, we die. We die inside, and then we eventually die. But that's another thing with during this time of this state of emergency, this what's going on in the world, and having to be isolated brings up a lot of inner child fear. So I've even had to face my own fears in the last week or so, and death was one of them. And death is something that, we don't talk about fear of death. We don't really bring it up. And I feel that that's why we're afraid to be alone, because we're afraid of, like, oh my God, like, what's it going to be like? And so not to make this like, it's a fear that we all have, even though we tend not to talk about it. It's a fear that we must face because it's a fear within our inner child. So please join me. I am offering a video on how to help heal and release these fears, these resentments from the inner child. So I'm offering it to help you. And again, this is from my experience. It's using EFT tapping technique for the inner child. And it's the way that I say the words, and it's the language that I use that has helped me personally overcome my fears. And trust me, a lot of fears have come up in the last little while, to the point where you feel anxious, you feel stressed, you feel worried. I've been going through the exact same thing. And the only way that I have been able to deal with these things in my life were through energy healing. And this began like many, many years ago. I went to a spiritual teacher, learned how to do energy healing. So with the energy healing, it brings up all of your feelings and emotions. Sometimes they still get stuck in our auric field, and we don't know how to release them. So please order this video, as I am sure it will help you, because it has helped me tremendously. And it would be my honor for this to be of assistance for you, especially during this time. So please DM me, message me, and please order your video. By watching this, you will receive $10 off. So until next time, I'm wishing you so much love and peace.